Hi guys. Um, I normally don't do any reporting on the Anthony Metcalf issue. There are plenty of other creators that are handling that. However, this afternoon, it has been made apparent that the Anthony defense team has requested the names, birth dates, addresses, and cell data info for all of the children who were present at Kuykendall Stadium for that track meet the day that the incident happened. Uh, I do not agree with this, and I'm going to tell you why. And I'm not going to say anything that can't be backed up with receipts. It is very clear that there's a problem. I don't know, exactly. Like I said, I'm not reporting on this issue. But what I do know is that anyone that so far that defense team has gotten their info of, they have been threatened, death threats. This young man's father himself has harassed people. Um, there's just, something wrong there. So all of this information came down from Sarah Fields. Now, Sarah Fields is an investigative reporter that is covering this. She herself has been harassed by this family, by this young man's father, and apparently by anyone that is associated with this defense team. Um, and I'm not going to give specifics out about that, but been harassed in some horrific ways. But she has stood fast and said that I don't care what you say, I'm not going to stop reporting. I mean, she has literally been threatened in that way. Okay, parents. Sarah Fields has stated that she has talked to an attorney that is willing to represent any students who, there are their parents who do not wish to turn over their information. Um, you just need to get in touch with Sarah Fields, and she will help you out with that. But, any parents, do not, if you get any type of email notification, I don't care what it is, do not give your child's name, birthday, address, or anything else to that defense team. Um, Apparently, the school that uh, I don't know if both these kids attended the high school or not, but this school is not handling this properly. When you register your child at school, that information is privileged information. There's reasons for that, and it's called safety reasons. No one can call up to the school and check to see if your child's there unless they're on the list. No one can come check your child out of school unless they're on the list. There are reasons for this, and it's to make sure that children are safe. Um, I'm sorry that this whole incident happened. I'm sorry that both of these young men, I'm sorry that a young man lost his life, and I'm sorry that another young man has been charged with taking his life. However, There is no reason for this defense team to have any more information about any other children that were at that track meet at Kuykendall Stadium that day. If you cave and give your children's information to this team, just do your research. See what all they've done to other people. That's what you will be looking at. They have, if they have swatted people, because we're not talking about just one attorney and this young man's family. There have been other people recruited by these people that do not care about you or your child. All they care about is intimidation and intimidating people. Um, your child's information is none of their business. The authorities have the evidence that they need to do whatever charges they're going to do. If the authorities need your child's information, then the authorities will contact you and they will talk to you. Do not, under any circumstances, they're talking about sending out subpoenas, and we all know, don't respond to the subpoenas, contempt of court. Do not give this these people your child's information. Don't do it. As I said before, Sarah Fields has contacted an attorney who is going to represent any of those who do not wish to turn over their child's information, and it should be all of you. Um, this person is going to go to court to represent those. Um, you just need to get in touch with her, and she will tell you whatever you need to do to get on board with that. Like I said, the high school that these kids went to, they are kind of just caving to this defense attorney, like they have. I mean, I've never seen a school so easily turn over students that attend that school's information so easily in my life. So it's ridiculous. But please, I mean, that's all. That's all I want to say about it. But it's important enough to me. Like I said, I'm not reporting on this. But however, one of the main things that I am vigilant about, one things that I am on this platform for, is to to make sure that children are safe, for the protection of children. And this is not it. Okay? So, like I said, I don't care what you receive. Do not give your kids' information to this defense attorney. Sarah Fields I think she's got an X account. That's where she puts out most of her information. If you want to go check it out to verify that, what I'm saying, you can most certainly go there. But she is on X, and you can probably contact her through that way. She may even have on the post other email information or something like that. But please, as I said before, do not give your child's information to the Karmelo Anthony defense team. They do not need it. The authorities have TV footage. Um, they have multiple uh, digital images from other students that were right there, when the incident happened. There is no reason why this defense team needs, any other child's information. And when I say they are wanting all, I mean all. I mean, let's get real here. This was a track meet. There were multiple schools there. Okay, so if your child, even though they don't go to the school that these two boys went to, was at that track meet with their school, they are wanting your child's information: name, address, date of birth, and cell phone information. Do not give it to them. Please contact Sarah Fields so that she can give you the information for the attorney that has agreed to handle that, because that they do not need it. And unfortunately, what they've proven is that when they get information, like I said, those people are harassed. There have People's houses have been swatted. The amount of harassment is horrendous. I've never seen ever a legal incident like this go down the way that this one's going down. And you know, the high school that these kids goes to is caving into this attorney for some reason, and they have actually given out kids information. As I said before, do not give them your child's information. Contact your school and tell them that if they are contacted to get your child's information, that they do not have your permission to give them any information, you know. And if your school says, oh, well, we have a subpoena, say, well, oh, well, we have an attorney too. So please, as I said before, I mean, this is just getting way out of hand. And I'm sorry, but we're not going to keep giving out kids' information, parents' information. These are kids that didn't even see what happened. It's just not. It's absolutely gone way too far. This is ridiculous. Do not do it. Um, like I said, if you want more information, Sarah Fields has the information you need to be on the list for the attorney to represent you if you do not wish to have your child's information sent to these people. And I really strongly suggest that you do it. And like I said, it's not just their high school. They are now wanting any child's information. So even if your child went to a different school but was at that track meet at Kuykendall Stadium when the incident happened, they are wanting your child's information. Please contact Sarah Fields. Go to her X account. She will put you on the right path to protecting your child, because at this point, this is what it's about. I mean, we have to protect the other children, and that's part of what I do. Um, so I hate it that things that have gotten this far, and like they have in this case. But I mean, I've seen what happens when this team has your information. I've seen it I've seen it. So, and as I said before, if you want even more information, Sarah Fields can give it to you. Um, all right, guys. So, as I always say, please have fun, be safe, and always know that you're loved. And I love you and I love your babies and we're going to protect them. Talk to you guys. Bye.